the fuck am I doing? My nuts are located. What the fuck? How is that your first message? How is that your first message? Take a goddamn shower, Dusty. Take a goddamn shower. Apparently. We gotta start off birdhouse runs. And then, ooh, actually, I'm gonna have to change. Some things about the stream. I just realized that. Oh no! I forgot to put bird seeds in this one. Fuck me with the pine cone. I was dog fucking tired, Dusty. When I went to do my fucking birdhouses, I was dog tired. Also, I got a snapdragon seed the other day from this. Or not snapdragon, dragon fruit. Dragon fruit. That was kind of hot. Yeah. Never seen one of those from a birdhouse before. Yeah. Like 150k. But we got a U seed. Alright. Alright, real quick, guys. We're going to have to change you guys over to a different screen. This is going to be real... It's going to be real weird here. It's going to be real weird. Alright. Uno momento. We have to... close. Boom. There we are. There we are. Nope. This goes over here. Alright. I had to put you guys on my first screen, which is going to be over here now, so I can type over here, which is going to be weird, but it is what it is. Now we got to go cut some motherfucking trees in the woodcutting guild. Also, we got another piece of Graceful today. Because I had to go to Rogue's Den for a fucking hard clue. Where the fuck is it at? Here it is. Alright. X. This. Oh, no, not scams. Skills necklace. Thank you. Alright. We only gotta get 4 levels, guys. Only 4 levels. While we're doing that, though... Can you guys see? Hold on, let me see. Oh, thanks, awareness. You're getting fucking banned. Get them out of you. The fuck out of here. Banned. Listen, we're not fucking around today, guys. We're not fucking around. You guys should be able to see. Boom, there it is. Icewind Dale, Rime of the Frost Maiden. I'm going to be session prepping while also cutting our goddamn wood. Because I am, in fact, the DM. If I don't know what that is Dungeon Master. We be mastering them motherfucking dungeons. No, we don't. No. What's that? What would be a dope YouTube series? Also, I'm gonna get a cough drop. I'm a little stuffy. 30-minute to an hour-long episodes of RuneScape Silent Wire D&D prep. The only problem is a lot of my friends do watch. So it'd be hard to keep them from not knowing. That's the problem. You know what I mean? What the fuck? How do I do this? I have too many screens. Oh, that's not what we wanted. Dusty, type something real quick. That's... Dude, you have one job and it's not to fucking say shit like that. Why is that... Okay. Perfect. Perfect. Well, that's just not working. Okay. So we got that fixed. We got that where we want it. We just need to make that a little bigger, you know what I mean? Huh. I don't really know what to do, how to do this. Go to the upper level next to the bank. Why would I? Why? Why? No, I'm not banging on logs. Wasted XP. Yeah. Yep, I actually might be the worst Iron Man ever. No, we're dropping every single one of them bitches. Why does it say my Google Docs are full? What? What? Everyone hold the fuck on. Hold on, we gotta drop this shit. Okay. Go home. Everyone shut up. Give me 2 seconds. I can't see anything yet. Empty the fucking trash. That didn't do enough. Huh? Okay. It does say I'm losing my fucking mind. Hey, what's up, Boom? Got mod. So you boost your wood level? What the fuck? Oh. So you boost your wood level and get the mod mat clicks. I fuck with it? I don't know what that means. Hold on. I gotta fix my fucking, my Google Drive storage. For some reason, our shit's full. And I'm gonna be fucking honest with you. Oh, that's loud. But we're deleting that fucking shit. Move the trash. Okay, we already have that. We don't need it. Move the trash. Move the trash. Empty trash. Son of a bitch. What is this? Delete this shit. What is this? What is this? Delete it. Get it out of here. What's this? Delete it. Get it out of here. Untitled drawing. Yeah, we can delete that too. Guys, I'm sorry. It's taking me a second. I need to get in my Google Drive, but apparently the shit's full. Can we sort this shit by... Let's go with this. Yes. The fuck is this? Why is it a gigabyte? Yeah, we're deleting this. You still gonna be here in like 10 minutes? I'm about to... What? Oh, yeah, I'll still be here. That's a beer. Um. I just don't understand how my shit's full. Like, what do I have that's 15 gigs? Of storage. The fuck is this? I don't even know what this is. Oh. Yeah, delete that shit. Remove all these raid sheets because I don't need them anymore. Remove. Alright. Trash. God damn it, guys. What is happening? Home. I created a new one now. Thank the fucking Lord. Alright. What's up, Shamo? How you doing? Sorry, I had to clean a bunch of space in my Google Drives so I could start a new fucking Google Docs. We're woodcutting while we do this. I just have to figure out a way to build a... Can I... Alright. Thank you. What the fuck? I already fucked up. Anyway, alright, now we're on our way. Alright, so like I said, we're doing Icewind Dale, Rime of the Frost Maiden. Our session 0 and first session are both going to be the same day. It's both going to be this coming Sunday. I'm going to have 6 players, and then myself. So a pretty full table. Playing. We're playing 2024 rules, which is what we like to see. So, but yes, Icewind Dale, Rime of the Frost Maiden. It is. I'll read the back cover for everyone. Yeah, so here's the back one. Some secrets are worth dying for. In Icewind Dale, adventure is a dish best served cold. Beneath the unyielding night sky, you stand before a towering glacier and recite an ancient rhyme, causing a crack to form in a great wall of ice. Beyond this yawning fissure, the caves of hunger await. In the past, this icy dungeon is a secret so old and terrifying that few dare speak of it. The mad wizards of the Arcane Brotherhood long to possess that which the god Winter's wrath has so coldly preserved, as do you. What fantastic secrets and treasures are entombed in the sunless heart of the glacier, and what their discovery means to the denizens of Icewind Dale? Can you save the 10 towns from the Frost Maidens? Well, man, I got tongue twisted there. Can you save 10 towns from the Frost Maiden's everlasting night? Yeah, thanks. Thanks, Shamo. I don't normally read in front of people. That's why we skip the fuck. We spacebar that shit. But, I'm trying to think, Shamo. The only person that you know that's in it is Dan McDowell. He's going to be in it. But yeah, it is a survival adventure horror module that you're dealing with the harsh colds of Icewind Dale. Yeah, I will, for sure. There's some prep, though, we have to do. Here's some art. Let's see if you guys can see that. And the very first Welcome to the Far North. It's I've read the kind of intro, what this book's about, and adventure and stuff. And man, this is some crazy cool shit. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Like I said, unfortunately though, I can't give too much out because some people, some of the party watches the stream, so we can't let that happen. We can't give any, we can't give any secrets out. But yeah, our first session and session 0 are both going to be the same day, Sunday. I'm pretty excited. This will be the 3rd campaign I've started. So pretty excited. Sometimes I have seen the community. I've actually Joe McHale has actually DM'd me on Twitter. So I'm kind of famous, if you didn't know. Yeah, let's see if I can pull this up. Hold on. Let's see if I can pull this up. You're gonna laugh though. Hold on, we gotta cut trees. So it's a very yep, here it is. All right. So back in 2013, I just found like kind of found out about the community, and I binge watched like the first like few seasons. And I said something along the lines of, just binge watch the first 2 seasons, about to start the second one. And I tagged Joe McHale in the community and a few other actors. And anyway, so I don't know if you could see or not. But, hold on, let me see. Hold on, let me move this real quick. I don't know if you can see or not. But Joe McHale, and all he wrote was, nice. And that's, you had to be, he had to follow me to unfollow me, or he had to follow me to DM me and then unfollowed me. But yes, I have a famous actor's, yeah, nice, yeah. But yeah, I don't know if I never ended up finishing it. I want to say I saw the D&D episodes, but yeah, yes I have. Now that I'm thinking about it, yeah. Anyway, so right now, this isn't giving anything away. And hey, if any of you guys are watching and you're in the party, fucking stop watching. Anyway, or I'll just kill your character. I have to make a new one. So, sometimes in D&D, you can, the players can come up kind of with their own backstory. And with that, it's kind of their hook into the story. Well, in this book, there are, I don't know if you'll be able to see it or not, but there's a whole page on the side that, based on the background they choose when making their character, it already gives them a hook on how they get there. And so some of the players, luckily, have already told me what their background is. So I just have to plug what it says in the book associated with that. For example, we'll do like entertainer. No one selected this one, so it's not giving anything away. But so if you have the entertainer background for Icewind Dale, this is your backstory. Hold on. It says, you came to Icewind Dale 3 years ago, seeking inspiration for a new song or poem. Drawn by the tales of the land's harsh beauty and the legendary exploits of the Dritz Duorden? That's a fucking hard word to say. Since then, Uriel, the Frostmaiden, has cast a evil spell over the Dale, preventing you from returning home. So it's just like the characters can kind of play off that, kind of, like that. Hold on one second. Oh yeah, there is. Hold on. Oh my god. Okay. Did I figure out? Hell yeah, Barter. We kill Vorkat. We get like 3 or 4 kills. Most of the time, 4 kills. Yeah. Yeah, 3 or 4 kills per trip now, Barter. Yeah, we be. Yeah, we fuck them up now. Today we're just we're doing some wood cutting. We got to get 4 more wood cutting levels. Hey, what's up, Steve? How you doing? And for Song of the Elves, as we are here wood cutting our ass off, we are D&D prepping for not my new adventure. I didn't write the book, but for my new campaign, Icewind Dale, Rime of the Frostmaiden. So we're prepping because our session 0 and first session is this coming Sunday. So yeah. Oh, I absolutely love it. Oh yeah. Baldur's Gate 3 was a cool game. I DM 2 right now, and I play in 2 campaigns. So, right now we just have a little bit of, like I said, prep we got to do for Sunday. So, and we can't get too into detail just in case some of my friends are watching the stream, but good enough. How's everyone else doing? Uh, 66. We got to get 4. Where the fuck? I just lost my place. Yeah, we got to get 4 for Song of the Elves. Scolop. Yeah, unfortunately, right now it needs to be as AFK as fucking possible. Just due to the fact that I am typing. My nuts are clean. Can you say the same, Chud? Yes. Hello, Dusty. We figured everything out, Dusty. Huge. Yeah. Yeah. So what I wasn't realizing was that all my videos that I uploaded to YouTube was also uploading to my Google Drive. And it just was taking a shit ton of space. So I just cleared enough out to make a new document, and I'll figure that out a different day, to be quite honest. So... and so what I was explaining before, that in this book, based on what the characters, my PC's player characters, if you didn't know, choose as a background for their characters. Like Acolyte, Charlatan, Criminal Entertainer, Hermit, Noble, so on and so forth. The book gives me a backstory hook for the character on why they are here in Icewind Dale. Some of the PCs have already given me what they are, what background there is. So I can type that up. But some haven't. So
Level up completed.
fuck yeah, 67 boys and girls. Hell yeah. Here we'll drop these. So I'm kind of writing their background hooks. I'm just putting the base information in there from the book, and then I'm going to spice it up a little bit. So it should be pretty fun. What I was saying earlier, Dusty, I think when you were showering, is there's going to be 6 players and then me as a DM. So there's 7 people at the table. A pretty big table, to be honest. And I'm pretty excited for it. This book is laid out very well. For a module so far, at least of what I've read. It's laid out. How it's going to be executed, I have no fucking idea. You know, we'll have to wait for the players for that. But it's laid out beautifully. I've seen and read other modules that it is laid out like straight dog shit. This one is the opposite, and I'm very happy about it. So yeah. Never plan for an execution, no matter. Hold on, I gotta move this over a little bit. Yeah. It's very true. A lot of these players, actually, matter of fact, 4 out of the 6 players at this table are also at my Curse of Strahd table, and they fuck up all the time. They fuck up all the time. There was a point where they were coming to, they were in the same city as this big boss. Her name is Baba Lysaga, or as we pronounce it, Bottled Lasagna. And they had, it's a very swampland. I mean, it's 3 feet almost of swamp. Because, spoiler, Strahd leveled the city with a huge, basically, tsunami from the river before, or beside it. And they had an entire area that they could go to. Basically, if you look at a clock, you know, like 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, they just couldn't go to like 1 or 2 o'clock, essentially. Like 1 or 2 o'clock was the problem. Or I'm sorry, not 1 or 2 o'clock. 11 o'clock. They go any fucking where else and not run into her. And that's exactly where they went. Because they had a hunch that she wasn't there. Yeah. So they're fucking stupid. And I mean that with love. Okay, where, place. I wish I would have gotten my book, like a notebook, so I could have wrote this down instead of typing it. But it is what it is. Yeah, they've done it multiple other times. They've accidentally wandered into something that they were not high enough level yet, and they had to run because they got their fucking asses handed to them. Multiple times. Multiple times. Oh, fuck. I started reading the wrong fucking thing. Just give me 1 second. Okay. Yeah, so the thing with this the thing with this module is, so when I started my others, one was a home brew that I was doing with another DM. It was 2 DMs, 2 tables, and then we come together every so often to tell an overarching story. And then I started Curse of Strahd, which is module. It's the most played and popular module D&D's ever printed. It's absolutely incredible. I love it. I got the collector edition of it. It's absolutely insane. But I started both of those relatively close to each other. The homebrew would be a year in April. And we missed a few sessions. We were doing that every other Sunday. With the Strahd one, it's every Tuesday. And we just did our 25th session. So almost a half a year exactly. And I've been loving it. But again, both of those, I started Strahd a little bit after the other one. Anyway, the point I'm making is that I was still relatively new to D&D, and so are my players. This Icewind Dale, it's a step up, we'll say, for both DM and players. They're gonna have to face like harsh elements, like negative degree temperatures. So they'll have to figure out that. They'll have to. There's a little bit of mystery. There's some horror aspect in it. There is normal adventuring, normal D&D and stuff like that. But it's a good mix of horror, adventure, harsh survival, in just the coldest place that there is at the moment. And I'm really excited for it because I really think I can sink my teeth into the adventure and make it as immersive as I want. That also depends on the players, you know. If there's a bunch of fucking fart jokes and shit like that, they're going to be less immersed. But we're going to have that conversation Sunday. Hey, guys, you know, I need you to take a little bit more serious than normal, you know. But I'm super excited. I got to fix all these fucking spelling errors. I was typing and I wasn't looking up when I was typing. Okay. So we have the backstories for each individual, like their hook, but we're gonna make it a little hookier. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that. How the fuck? This water has been opened before. How the fuck did the cap I don't know. How much XP we getting per hour here? 25. It's not great. But it's also free. It's also free. Free XP. Okay. Right now, we have Jason, cool dude. He's going to be playing a wizard, which, if you know me, wizard is my favorite fucking class. It's not even close. I play a wizard in one of the groups that I am a player at, not a DM for, and I absolutely love it. We have Ryan, which he is playing a druid, which is pretty cool. We have Dan, which he's thinking about monk, but he's not 100% sure yet. No last name, by the way, guys. No last names. But Aries is playing a rogue. Whitney is playing a cleric. And we have no idea what Zane's playing. Which, speaking of that, let me see my phone real quick. Okay. So the next thing we got to do is come up with. They also have this thing in the book. It's called secrets. So each individual can have secrets. And they can, if they want, they can share it with the party. Sometimes it'll be detrimental if they do. Sometimes, you know, so, I like these. I like these a lot. It involves some mystery, some distrust amongst the players, if you will, some distrust. And hey, how's it going, Toxic? How you doing? So that's kind of what we're looking at here. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. We're wood cutting. Oh, and my nose is killing me. We're wood cutting to get it to 70, so we're just AFKing that over here on this screen. On this screen, we are doing some D&D prep for the new campaign that I'm going to be running called Icewind Dale, Rime of the Frost Maiden. I gotta get my notes and stuff ready for Sunday. Is our session 0 and our session 1. So, yeah, it's a D&D module. It's a book, and it has everything in it to run the adventure for the players. It should take quite a bit some time too, because it is quite a long adventure. And I thought, well, 2 birds, 1 stone. I wasn't actually going to stream. I was just going to do this. Off stream. Cut wood and do this. But, I mean, Dusty was like, yeah, fuck it. You know, people will probably still watch. And it's like, all right, well, fuck it. I think used right now are my fastest XP. But I could be wrong. But either way, it doesn't matter. I mean, we're just chilling, you know? Gotcha. I mean, either way, it doesn't matter. You know, it's still AFK free XP. You know what I mean? Oop, let's hit this bad Larry. If I was trying to go super, super fast, we'd be doing other things, but it's just a little bit of AFK-ness, you know what I mean? What was I reading? Druid, Wizard, Cleric. I don't know why my nose is running so much, but it's pissing me off, guys. It's pissing me off. You always gotta have them napkins around, you know what I mean? Appendix B. We gotta go to Appendix B, guys. That book is about a game. It's Dungeons and Dragons Toxic. So it's a module, again, that basically gives the DM, aka me, a story that's laid out and planned accordingly, and I tell the story to my players. There's descriptors in here. There's story hooks. There's quest. There's big bad guys. So on and so forth. And it's my job to tell the stories, the story in this, and make the world, because it's a whole world. Well, not world. I don't want to say world. It's a whole country, and it's my job to make that country seem like it's living. I can polymorph into any humanoid. We've seen order back. Like an open world? Kind of, yes. There's a map. I don't want to quite take it out yet, but yeah, there is a rather large map. It's a overarching for this place called Icewind Dale, and within Icewind Dale, the biggest facets there are this place called 10 Towns. It is in fact 10 towns, and they are being plagued. And this isn't any spoilers, so in case any of my players are in fact fucking watching, hopefully they're not. But they're being plagued by a spell that a god, we'll say, is plaguing over Icewind Dale. A cold spell that doesn't stop, that's everlasting. The sun doesn't even come up. So the ice never melts, it just hardens. And people have had to adjust to that for the past 2 years. And adventurers, aka my players, have to figure out why this is happening, if they can stop it, mixed in with other small quests and other small adventures, and horror aspects within Icewind Dale. So, it is very fun. Our first session is Sunday. Our first session is Sunday, so I have to make sure that that I'm prepared as the DM to be able to give this out. What page is that? 14. Okay. Here's some art from the book of Icewind Dale. I think you should be able to see that. But just cold-hearted. Just cold-hearted there. Perfect. Right now I'm trying to figure out each character will be getting a secret, so that there's some distrust amongst the party. I'm trying to figure out which ones I want to give which ones to. We gotta do some flipping back and forth, unfortunately. 265. What did I say this was? Okay. Okay. But yeah, that's what we're doing right now. Okay. So okay. So we got that one done. That's the good news. Will you hate room? No, because I can do the mini game, the Guardians. So I don't mind doing that. Is it called reincarnation? Yeah, it is. Okay. I don't like it. It's slow. Yeah, I'm sure it is, but I mean, you know, there's not a lot of things in this game that's fast. So we already got that one, and we got to do Whitney's now. Okay. Hey, what's up? What's up, Nick? How you doing? How you doing? Nick, we are cutting wood and doing some D&D prep for Sunday. That is RuneScape, you just spelled. But this is called Rune, R-U-N-E-scape. And we're doing D&D prep for my new D&D adventure coming Sunday. Icewind Dale, Rime of the Frost Maiden. Which I'm super excited for. God damn it, of course you only had one log. So. How are you doing today? Where did I put my phone? But yep, this is RuneScape. So we are trying to figure out what our secrets are for our PCs. There's only a few of them that I like so far. I'm trying to find oh yeah, we're getting that wood cutting. So I need to find one more. We can do that. We'll do that. We'll do that. I don't know if that is what I would do. Hold on. Okay. We'll do that for her, which is going to be real fun. Real fun. So we'll have to wait to get the others. So now we can kind of put this off to the side. Shoot. I gotta run out to my car and grab my player's handbook. So give me 2 seconds, you guys. I'm gonna keep cutting, but BRB. I just got back myself, Shim. I had to go out to the car and get my D&D player's handbook. Hope mom's all right. Hope she's doing well. Didn't realize that was not where I wanted it. Good to hear. Good to hear. Let's do this. It's good to hear, man. All right. We, yeah? I mean, it's hard not to remember me, you know what I mean? We're gonna have another one of these Vapopool drops. I am very stuffy. I don't know why. It's hard to remember me because I'm so cool. Cool like the other side of the pillow. I don't know what's wrong with me either, to be honest. Yeah, the doctor still haven't figured it out. So while you're gone, I figured out, so again, if anyone is watching that's in the group, please don't listen, turn my stream off. You can turn it back on in a few minutes, but I doubt any of you are watching. But in this campaign, Shamo, each player has a secret. And now you can give them out randomly. Some of them are better than others. And they like give them out randomly would kind of be wild. Just due to the fact that like some of them, I don't want to say are lame, but they're kind of lame, you know? And so I'm going to just give them their secret. They don't know it yet, obviously. But I just got done coming up with their secrets. Yes, selectively pick. Yep. Based on what their character is, and the little bit of information that I've gotten. Yes. So one of this here, I'll read one of the secrets that I did not choose, or that I'm definitely not going to choose. Give me a second. I'll read it. Hold on. So one of the secrets that I'm not going to use is look here. Like, so one of them is called Old Flame, and so there's a bunch of them, and you can like cut them out. Technically, you can like print them off, cut them out, and give them to the player. I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna message them it. But one of them is called Old Flame, and what you would give them is, I have a lover in 10 towns who I haven't seen in years. At any time outside of combat, you can decide who the lover is by choosing an NPC in the 10 towns. And once they make the choice, they can't change it. And this Old Flame is friendly and helpful towards them, even if the past is checkered. That one's a little bit lamer. On the other side, I've already picked 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 2 other players that haven't given me enough information to be able to choose this. The other ones are way fucking cooler, the ones that I've chosen. And they work really well with the characters right now. That one's okay. There's also fucking hell, we're chopping the fuck out this wood. Yeah. There's a couple others that are really cool, but again, I gotta wait for the last 2, Dan being one of them, to get me more information on his character, so I know what to choose. But the secrets are gonna be known to them, and you know, if they want, I mean, they can. It's not advised, but some of them can come right out and say their secret. Again, it's ill-advised, so, you know, it might not work out in their favor. But some of it is going to be conflicting with others. And it could, like I said, make distrust happen within the party, you know, and that's just another aspect of this module that's pretty sick. So Shama, I can't remember if I've asked you or not, but have you played D&D? And Pathfinder? I have also played Pathfinder. I prefer D&D by a long shot. One of the cool things in this module is that, so you pick a background, and, you know, I mean, you picked it in 2014 rules, And in 2024 rules, your background means more. That's how you get your ability score improvements when you first get your class. And there's like little descriptors. Two of my players, Jason and Ryan, Jason is a wizard, Ryan is a druid, but they both pick the same background, which is sage, which you can increase your constitution, intelligence, or wisdom scores. The feat you get is magic initiate wizard, which essentially gives you a free spell each day. That's level 1 from a wizard. 2 proficiency, which is calligrapher's supplies, and parchment, books, supplies, so on and so forth. The reason why this is important is that in the book, in Icewind Dale, your reasoning for going to Icewind Dale, not your secret, but your reasoning, your character hook, is based on this background. And so they both pick sage, which is fine. It's no big deal. Normally it wouldn't matter. But the descriptor for sage is this. You spent your formative years traveling between manors and monasteries, performing various odd jobs and services in exchange for access to their libraries. You whiled away many... Wait, what the fuck? You whiled away many a long evening studying books and scrolls, learning the lore of the multiverse, even the rudiments of magic, and your mind yearns for more. The cool thing is, because they did that, and again, if any party members are watching, stop fucking watching. But because they both chose that, Shamo, the sage in Icewind Dale's descriptor is, you came to Icewind Dale in search of ruins and artifacts left behind by giants who rules the ancient empire of Astoria. To find even one Astorian relic would fulfill a lifelong dream and make your rivals back home green with envy. So that's Jason and Ryan. What I'm going to do, what they just don't know it yet, is I'm going to have them, I don't want to say be friends, but be associates. Maybe they worked in a monastery together back, years past. And they've both been given the same scroll to go look for this relic in Icewind Dale. And they're going to be competing to see who can find it quicker. If there is even one. And I think that will be really fucking cool. Unknowingly, what? Yes. Yep. They're gonna see each other, and like when they see each other, they're gonna be like, what the fuck are you doing here? And then what the fuck are you doing here? Well, at least that's kind of how it's playing out in my mind. And hopefully that'll create a small rivalry between those two. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's why I like this, because it's actually playing on your background. It's playing on the secrets. And I think it'll create dynamics that you normally wouldn't get with a party that doesn't know each other, you know? Thank you, I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm really excited for that. Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. Maybe Mondays. I'll either be streaming Sunday night or Monday, one of the two. Or I'm sorry, one of the two or both. Like if I stream Sunday night, I'll be Super Bowl is Sunday. Well, the good news is none of the people that I fucking play with are fucking fans. So, but that's good to know. Thank you, Shamo. Either way, though, I'll be streaming, and I'll catch you up. I actually want the Seahawks to win. I like Sam Darnold a lot. Also true. Let me go back to this. Big true, big true. Yeah. I like Sam Darnold. I mean, he's been floated around fucking everywhere. He's also out of that 2017 draft? You get drafted in 2017? I think it was, right? 2018 maybe? Whatever the Sam Darnold, the Baker Mayfield, the Lamar Jackson, the Josh Allen, whatever the fuck that one was. He's the only one that's made it to the Super Bowl so far. So yeah. Hey, what's up, Dusty? Okay. Now we gotta start typing some shit. 2018, okay, yeah. I wasn't sure if it was 2017 or 2018, but I knew it was around there. We gotta drop some logs real quick. By the way, did you get my Discord message, Shamo? I was just streaming, doing Major Arena 1. And I was doing the 100 cast of each of the fucking spells. I was done with my Saradomin. A little bit over halfway on my Zamorak. And a fucking dude teleports right, literally fucking 3 tiles away from me. And I was thinking, he's not going to PK me, right? So I just continued to doing what I was doing. And he attacked a wizard. So I'm like, oh, okay, well, like one of the wizards. And I'm like, oh, okay, so he's just here to do that too. Nope. He attacked me. Skull went above his head. He was in Arams and Ancients. He tele-blocked me. I tried to run away, try to eat. Nothing. Now, I didn't lose a lot. I lost a little bit of Mystics. Like 300 blood runes and just 2 of the god staffs. But like, what a piece of shit, you know what I mean? Yeah, the wildly sucks. Yeah. How the fuck do you supposed to solidify? Never mind. Hey, we got a bird nest drop. We're gonna pick that bitch up. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. I'm really trying to pull out all the stops for this campaign. I really want them to be as immersed as they possibly can. Not just because of the horror aspect of it, or you know, just because, you know, it's always more fun that way. It's just you know, this, you know, I've been DMing for almost a year now, so I've been playing for a year, and I've missed maybe a handful of weeks. And you know, I think that if the DM can bring out his inner Matt Mercer, I think it's good for everyone, to be honest. Yeah, whatever. Yeah. Right now we are prepping and wood cutting. We're prepping Sunday for our first session and our session 0 for Icewind Dale, Rime of the Frost Queen. Or Frost Maiden. This isn't my Magnus Opus. Eventually one day it will be, but this is my... Oh no. This is... I want to have... Oh, what's the word I'm looking for? This is... I want this to be my first championship, if it makes sense. Like, since we're talking about, like, Brady's first championship was great, and we all remember it. Him beating the fucking Rams, Kurt Warner, the Super Bowl champs from the year before, right? That's fantastic. But after that, I'm gonna want more. I want to go back to back. But this is the beginning. This is the beginning. No, sorry. Icewind Dale, Rime of the Frost Maiden is our campaign that we're going to be starting Sunday. 6 players, me as a DM, so 7 people at the table. It's a good amount. It's a tale about Uriel the Frost Maiden casting a everlasting cold, bitter winter over Icewind Dale. Much colder than it ever normally is. So cold that the sun doesn't even rise. It's only twilight for a few hours and dark the rest of the time. It's a survival horror adventure. Yeah. Why am I getting a beep? Where is this beep from? Yeah, I think I read somewhere that it gets, like, the average temperature is negative 46 the whole time, Shamo. I played a small amount of DM, my friend DM, but he was a horrible DM. Listen, I've had my fair share of bad DMs. To be honest, okay, let me take that back. I've only had one bad DM. And it wasn't fun. I've quit 2 tables. One because of the DM and one because of a player at the table was just a fucking asshole. But yeah, bad DM, it's... You can almost overcome an asshole as a player, but a bad DM is whew. Let me tell you, it is the worst. I knew he was going to be bad going in, knowing him, though I wanted to see how bad. Why do you say it was going to be bad? What if I told you that Evan was the DM once? I could see that. Because he's very childish. Gotcha. Yeah, that can happen. You know, people play D&D for different reasons. You know, some people play for the immersion. Some people play it for the immersion and the actual gameplay. You know, some people just play it because they want to hang out with their friends. Some people play it to get away from their ordinary lives. And unfortunately, when you sit down at a table, and if everyone has different expectations, and you don't have a session zero, it can create out of game and even sometimes in-game conflict between DM and players or players and players. Just once though, huh, Shema? Just once? Yeah? I'm glad it was great. I'm glad it was great. Listen, I love hearing D&D stories or even telling D&D stories. It is some of my D&D, and again, just my opinion, but I also can't be told otherwise, is the greatest game ever conceived in the world. And to me, it's not even close. RuneScape might be, I'm just kidding, but it's fantastic. This is what he did as a DM. Oh, let me read this. Hold on. Okay. This is what he did as a DM. He would tell the group that the game will start Friday at 8 p.m. Okay. It was online. I don't know how he found players. There are websites where you can go on. I think he used Tabletop if I recall. So Friday at 8 p.m. Then he'd be like, oh crap, I have to make a session. Then he'd throw a session together, and around 10 or 11 p.m. he'd start the game. And some of the players said that, hold on, let me cut wood. Give me one moment. Said at the start they can play, but for only like 60 minutes as the game started so late. And he said that's fine. He'll control their characters. When they leave, so they leave, and then he has them accidentally fall in lava and instantly die. Oh my god. Ugh. Yeah, that's tough. That is some... I don't... That's like the worst thing I've ever... That's one of the worst stories I've ever heard. Yeah, that... Well, not only that, but more importantly, it's like... Even if... even if you forgot to prep, right? Which, I'm gonna be honest, I've been there. You should still have, like, a general idea on what your players should be doing that session. Like, at least a general idea. Hey, Gray, thank you for liking the stream. Appreciate it. And so, if you have to throw it together or just improvise that entire session, still start on time or within 15-20 minutes, right? But waiting 2-3 hours to start that shit because you forgot, I would if that happened more than once as a player, I'd be fucking gone. I would agree with you, Dusty. There's been times where, you know, I've had to have a player leave earlier or whatever, but in this aspect, it's 100% the DM's fault. To, like he said, start at 8 p.m. and then but you don't start till 10 or 11 because they forgot the prep. Yeah, get me the fuck out of there. Hold on. Excuse me, guys. All right. If you forget to prep and take that long to get it. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, even if you have to make a shopping day, for fuck's sake. Like, all right, guys, it's shopping. I wanted to DM myself, to be honest, but I was always worried about it because I would want to put a lot of work detail into it, and seeing him made me feel better, but I ended up not making time to make myself. Yeah, if you ever want to DM, whatever, what I would recommend, and this is just my opinion, you know, do whatever you want, is getting into it, do a module. There are a bunch of modules that D&D prints yearly. It gives you a good foundation. I mean, hell, you can run the whole damn thing. You can run the whole damn thing from the book. You don't have to change a single aspect. And it'll still be fun. Now, once you DM for a little bit longer, then, you know, you can still do modules, but you can make it a little bit more sandboxy if you want. And, you know, it helps you be able to lay the foundation for hopefully in the future being able to do your own homebrews. Whatever, making a game isn't as stressful as stuff like YouTube, Reddit makes it out to be. Module will teach you everything and will guide you until you start modifying. Yep, that's exactly what I was saying. Yeah. When am I going to write my own channel? Well, so first, yeah, exactly what Dusty said. So that's the thing, Shamo, is eventually, the problem with oh my god. Critical. Okay, so a lot of people. Hold on. I want to. Sham, I'm gonna come back to your question. I gotta take a quick moment. I fucking love Critical Role, except for the newest campaign. I fucking hate the new campaign. I fucking hate it. I think that Critical Role is a fantastic way to absorb D&D. I think that it is a fantastic way to even sometimes learn how D&D works. And I think the best part is about Critical Role is seeing what the very top end of what D&D can be. If you watch the first first campaign of Critical Role, where they are in a game shop and they are using markers and dice for their battlefields and for their their NPCs and monsters and stuff. You can do that now, you know, but it's the immersion that Matt Mercer, and all his friends can do, because they're all bought in. You can any table can be Critical Role as long as everyone is bought in. At least the first campaign, okay? You don't need every fucking Hero Forge mini or fucking dungeon tile or whatever. You just need to have people that are bought in to the story. You know, when I first started doing Strahd, you know, I did buy some battle maps and I do have some minis, but you know, I just put on the there's a Spotify playlist of Curse of Strahd, and it's sectioned off based on what, like, where the party is. I just put that on, you know, based on it, and then I would turn the lights off on the section where the players were, and just had the light on me. And it made it a little bit darker and a little bit more ominous. And that was immersion. So, you know, it's not always about, you know, these fantastic minis and painted minis and these crazy fucking battle maps, because holy fucking shit, the battle maps. It's working with what you have and doing as well as you can. I use jelly beans to mark enemies and let my players eat them if they kill them. There you go. There you go. Always get my players hooked in while they keep whimsical fun. Yeah, that's awesome. That's actually fantastic. I try to use you know, minis or dice. But you know, there were a time where heroic inspiration, if you got heroic inspiration, it would be a piece of candy, and when you wanted to use it, you ate it. So I would love to, whatever, I would absolutely love to. But we don't play at my house. I can't tell you where we play for obvious reasons. But we would have to set up some things logistically. And everyone would want to be, like, they would all have to agree that they would be okay with being on stream. Yes, I would agree. Roll20 can be expensive, though. Just saying, Roll20 can be expensive. So, not if you got a sugar daddy like me. It's a whatever. Roll20 is, it's digital format. Yep, online tabletop. So basically, yeah. So you can buy battle maps, you can buy the campaigns, and the story. You get the story as well, and like you can be in Discord and share your screen of the map, or even people can bring it up themselves through the Roll20 site. It was made very popular during COVID because no one could have home games. You make battle maps, huh? That sounds coolio. IRL battle maps or online battle maps? Because and this is gonna make me sound like Unk Edition here. I how can I say this without you guys jumping down my throat? I am a big I prefer paper. Like if I could ban D&D Beyond at my table, I would. D&D Beyond, to me, you're a perfectionist. Fuck yourself for on calls. That's funny. It does suck, but what I mean, like the reason why I hate it is two reasons. A, it's essentially D&D Beyond doing everything for you and for your character. So you don't learn how to build your own character, or you don't learn what your spells do, right? You don't learn what this feat is because you just select it, you know? It's instead of doing it yourself, the app is doing it for you. And in my experience as a DM, it makes them less invested. And then the second thing is it breaks immersion. Like if you're always on your phone to look up a spell or look up an ability or checking what your HP is or whatever the fuck it is, it breaks immersion. And also as a DM, you're not sure if they're looking up a spell or scrolling fucking Facebook. You know what I mean? And that pisses me off. That's why I like Roll20. It's just paper, but you use a keyboard instead of pen. Gotcha. Beyond plays the game for you, so the players never know half their stuff. Exactly. It like I said, if I could ban Beyond at my table, I would. I think the one thing that it's good at is if you're a class that have a lot of spells, like a wizard, it's great for that. Because you can just have all your spells right there and it gives you the description. You know what I mean? But other than that, I fucking hate it. I would rather I bring this to every single session, whether I'm a player or a DM, and I open this book up, and sometimes I'm even faster looking up what the answer is in this book than someone on D&D Beyond is. And when I say sometimes, I mean most of the time. What are we ewing? Whatever. What are we ewing? Oh, shoot. All right, hold on, guys. I got to finish this thought. Oh, yeah. Shamo, to answer your question, I'll go back to that real quick. I think after I'm done with Icewind Dale and Curse of Strahd, I think I'm going to do one more module and then start coming up with a homebrew. It's a lot more work. But I think by then I will have a very firm grasp on how a D&D campaign should flow. And what it looks like, making sure things aren't broken and immersive enough and makes sense, not cutting too much corners, so on and so forth. So probably, I would say within the next year, working on one. Dusty and whatever. I was telling Shama earlier before you guys were here, that two of my players, so in Icewind Dale, the background matters. Give me 1 second, Dusty, I'll check it out. The background, like when you choose it, like Acolyte or Sage or Hermit or so on and so forth, normally they don't really fucking matter. But in this campaign it does. And two of my players both chose Sage. And what I was telling them is that Sage is basically a person that works around places like monasteries, manors, and so on and so forth to do services, then gain knowledge from the libraries that are there about artifacts, relics, or just magic in general. Just gaining knowledge. Well, since two of my players both selected that, instead of, trying to change it or change something about it, I'm going to have them know each other, like past associates. Maybe they worked in the same manor or monastery or wherever the fuck for a brief time. And their story hook, unknowingly to them, this is what it says. You came to Icewind Dale in search of ruins and artifacts left behind by giants who rules the ancient empire of Austoria. To find even one Austorian relic would fulfill a lifelong dream and make your rivals back home green with envy. So I'm going to have both of them get the same letter, same scroll, whatever, letting them know that kind of stuff is in Icewind Dale. For them to find a artifact or relics from Austoria. And when they run into each other, they're going to be like, hey, why the fuck are you here? Why are you here? And that should make a nice little rivalry on who can find it first and be the more prestigious one. Where did you send it, Dusty? Did you send it in Discord, I'm assuming? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I just want a little bit of little rivalry in the thing. Yeah, that's a pretty good battle map. I like it a lot. Does it not give you the grid? Or do you just overlay the grid on top of it? But no, I like it. Oh, we gotta be cutting. After we hit this level, we're gonna go do a birdhouse run, because I'm gonna be honest, we haven't done a birdhouse run in 2 ideas. Oh, you just hit it. Oh, gotcha. Or we haven't did a birdhouse run in 2 fucking hours. So after we ding this here level, we're gonna go do it. But yeah, guys, for this one, I don't know. I think I mentioned it before, but I'm not 100% sure. We got Jason. He's going to be playing a wizard. Ryan is playing a druid. We have Aries playing a rogue. Whitney playing a cleric. Dan is thinking about playing a monk. And I'm not sure what Zane is going to be playing at all, because I haven't heard from him. So, a nice little mix so far. I have to drop some wood here in a second. That'll put us to 68 wood cutting too, so that's pretty hot. Okay. Icy cold. Trying to think of a synonym for place. I got 99 fire making as a free to play. Let my membership ban like a week ago. Fuck. Well, congrats on that. Tundra. Hey, what's up, Swiss? Expected. How the fuck do you... Never mind. I'm off. Good night. Hey, you have a great night. Whatever. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate it. And you know, if like I said, if you get back into D&D and DM, definitely go with the module. I'd recommend Curse of Strahd. It's the best one there's ever printed. So for a reason. But you have a great night. We're about to ding this here. I'm going to drop some logs here. Guys, I'm snacky. I want some snacks. We don't have any. We were going to go to the store today, but I was like, ah, fuck it. I'm too lazy. Should have went to the store today. Should have went to the store today. What's everyone else doing in RuneScape? Anything? I fucking clicked off, didn't I? Slayer? Hell yeah. What's your task? Are you doing brutals, KBD, or just normals? Which, by the way, in one Slayer level? Is it 1 or 2 Slayer levels I get... In one more Slayer level, I get brutals. Gotcha. Oh, gotcha. I don't know what I need for Monkey Madness 2. A lot of quests. 5 more fire making levels. 8 more crafting levels, which easy peasy. Finish the Eyes of Guthrie. And Enlightened Journey. So we're not too far away from that. So not too bad. Not too bad at all. Ooh, also, with this level, that'll bring us 1,600 total level. Ladies and gentlemen. Which is pretty hot. It's a pretty high level there. Oh, shit. My ass hurts, guys. My ass hurts. course. Of fucking course. Next log, and we ding dong ping pong. Come on, cut this fucking tree, please. Holy hell, we just need one level. Come on, guys. Come on. Come on. This tree's fucking with me.
Level up.
There it is.
Completed.
Yeah. Alright. Level up. Completed. Alright. We'll do our little birdie house run. Let's do this. Dragon Lord Jr. is the name of this fucking person. Is it a bot? I feel like it is. But what do I know? What do I know? Alright. Banana. We got a fucking acorn. Got it. Okay. Hey, thanks for the like. I appreciate it. How are you? How are you? You spent the early years secluded. Getting ready to lay down? Hell yeah. We are cutting this motherfucking wood. Cutting these trees. And we are also prepping for my D&D session Sunday. It's a new campaign we're starting. Icewind Dale Rime of the Frost Maiden. So I'm pretty excited for that. So yeah. D&D is very fun. We were just talking about it quite a bit. D&D is super fun, especially in-person games, because that's what we do. We do in-person games, not over like Discord. 6 of my friends, and then I DM it. Well, 2 of the campaigns I DM, and then I play in 2 more, so I'm in 4 campaigns. Excuse me, which is a lot. But yeah, D&D is super fun. It's super, super fun. Right now, and I'll just show you guys some of my notes here. These are just a little bit of notes. Just for backstories and a little bit of secrets. So we are... very small amount of notes for Sunday so far. My best friends plays and they draw. They create everyone's character. Yeah, that is sick. I do not have the talent of the drawing abilities. I am very bad at art. But that is pretty sick, though. That is pretty sick. We're just the gamers at heart. And I see how you spelled gamer. I mean, listen, there's a reason why we're AFK and cutting logs and fucking prepping. I fucking hate you, Dusty. I appreciate all those likes. I appreciate it. You always go ham on the likes. You're gonna get some arthritis up in there. Hey, I appreciate it. I really do. It helps me a lot. A lot. From and you don't hurt yourself. But I appreciate it though. Yeah, I'm gonna be finishing up this last little bit of notes, and then I'll probably be calling it myself. Didn't sleep great last night. We got like 2.5 hours of sleep. And that's finally catching up to me. I mean, it caught up to me earlier, but it's really starting to catch up to me now, but... Yes, I didn't sleep at all last night. I had to drive an hour and a half to my mom's at 6 a.m. Oh, yeah, that sounds awful. Yeah, I got up at about 5:55. I went to bed after 3 and then had to get up at 5:55 to get Sammy ready for school. We got to do that again tomorrow, so... What's up, James? Hell yeah. It was raining all day, so it's kind of nice, though. Raining? Fuck, it's been like 3 degrees here. I wish it was raining instead of it being cold as fuck. No wasted XP, right, Tom? It was 8 degrees and it felt like 3 degrees. Here. Do you understand? Do you understand the difference? Hold on one second, guys. Samuel? That must be Phoebe. Showing both accounts at frost. Hell yeah, we love to hear that. The other day it was 20 degrees and felt like 8. Yeah, that's awful. That was probably the day that it felt like negative 13 here. Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, just the wind blowing. Don't have it freeze off. That sounds awful. Oh my god, that's a billion likes. Thank you. You're much too kind. Hey, I appreciate it. Hey, well, you stay warm too. Have a great night and get some better sleep than you did last night. And thanks for popping in. Hey, Tom, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Put a good movie on then. A good one. But have a good night. And thanks for all the likes. Appreciate you. Bye-bye. Okay. Okay. I think I have enough notes on the players now. All the notes that I just showed you guys here, I'll show you again here. This is just the small notes for the players. It's not even the chapter that we're going to be diving into. It's just about the players, a little bit of their backgrounds, a little bit of their stories, and also their rumors. And to be fair, 2 of the people I can't even type up yet because I don't have any information from them yet. So once we get that, it'll be much longer. I think I'm gonna end it here though. I know it's kind of a shorter stream. Words are hard, yeah. They're extremely hard when you've gotten not very much sleep. But I really appreciate it, everyone, for hanging out, especially during, just woodcutting hours. It means a lot, and listening about D&D dumb shit too, yes. But I'm gonna hop off here. We'll have a stream tomorrow after I drop Sammy off at school as well. So we'll have another early stream. As long as we get some fucking sleep, we'll have another early stream. And we'll get some more things accomplished. For everyone that's new here, we are live on TikTok, Twitch, YouTube, and also Kick. So if you haven't followed me over on Kick, Twitch, and or TikTok, please do so. It really helps me out a lot. And then if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do the same. It is all the same on but I hope you guys all have a great night. Thank you, Dusty. And we'll be seeing you tomorrow morning. We're hopping off, Swiss. I hope you have a good night. And nope, can't wait. Too tired. But so you guys all have a fantastic night. And we'll see you tomorrow.